Hello, River Rhythm. How's everybody doing out there? Let me hear your voices. Gosh, everybody's kind of spread out, but when you all sing together, it gets kind of loud. Everybody's hiding in the shade. I like that. So everybody's staying hydrated. I'm going to keep saying that because I'm a dad and I say it a lot. So I'm going to tell you folks too, even though some of you are older than me, some of you. Guys, we have a very special treat. For those of you that have been here before and have seen Andy Baker perform here at River Rhythm, let's hear a scream. Let me hear you. All right. So you guys know what I'm talking about. You know what's about to happen. We have a guest with him today, Mike Ward, another prolific songwriter and performer. They've joined forces and they've made a super group today, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. So with no further ado, welcome to the River Rhythm stage, Andy Baker and Mike Ward.
Well, good afternoon and a cool afternoon to you. Thanks for having us back. Yeah, I'm real excited to be here with my friend Mike Ward, and we're going to start off with a little sing-along here. Speaking of hot stuff. Well, any anthropologist will tell you that we all exist, 'cause we all learn to make a flame and nothing's ever been the same. Yep. Cooked our meat, stayed up late, a lot more time to copulate. Grew our brains and grew our bones, kept us safe and kept us warm. Let's start a fire, let's start a fire, let's start a fire. Let's start a fire, let's start a fire, let's start a fire. Oh, let's start a fire. There are other kinds of flames, like the ones inside our brains. Edison would say it's true, there's a light bulb on inside of you, yeah. Could there be a better fire than the burning flame of heart's desire? Catch a spark from your lover's eye, time to make those embers fly. Let's make them fly. Let's start a fire, let's start a fire, let's start a fire. Let's start a fire, let's start a fire, let's start a fire. Oh, carbon, fuel and oxygen, exothermic reaction. Cooking s'mores on a Friday night, lovers kiss in the morning light. Oh, oh, let's start a fire. Next time you got friends around, pile some wood up on the ground, light a match and let it go, raise a glass and give a toast to fire. Let's start a fire. Woo! Thank you. This is an octave mandolin. Thank you for asking. It's a mandolin. It has 8 strings, but it's an octave lower than a standard mandolin, because I got big fingers and I can't play those things. How you doing, Mike Ward?
I'm doing good. I can't thank Eric and Stacy enough, and I know Andy had something to do with it too, because he put in a good word for me. I come from Detroit, and really happy to be here. Am I on? I'm having trouble with my tuning. Thank you. I come from a big family. 8 kids. My mom had a baby grand piano. She wanted us all to play an instrument. There were flutes, violins, trumpets, a clarinet. I tried for about a week. But there was a beautiful, beautiful old Gibson guitar. And I am now the keeper of it. And while I'm playing this on a Martin today, I get to pick up my repaired Gibson on Monday at Elderly Instruments. It's called Instrument for Good. Back in '47, it was a gift from my mom. My dad never learned to play a single song. Us kids took turns, some got good, some not so great. Now it's you with the 7th son. Like the sympathetic ear of an old family friend, listens to the story, never gives away the end. More songs in it than I'll ever write or play. It's been a blessing either way. Mahogany and spruce, that Gibson LG2. Light gauge heartstrings, unlocking everything. Hoping one day it could make me an instrument for good. Oh, good. Brings us together round campfire flames, calling out injustice and taking names. Changed a few minds, made others pause to think, and it's always good company for a drink. Mahogany and spruce, that Gibson LG2. Sing it loud and clear, watch the visions disappear. Hoping one day it could make me an instrument for good. Good. Made by hand in Kalamazoo. Oh, the worn down fretboard grooves. Locked in the case, I can feel it resonate. It's 3 a.m. That's why I'm still awake. Now it guides me, shows which way to go. Some days take the high road, some days the low. It can even make a bad song sound just fine. I should know it's banged out plenty of mine. Mahogany and spruce, that Gibson LG2. Home family history, searching for the best of me. Hoping one day it could make me an instrument for good. Oh, good. Make me an instrument for good.
See why I love this guy?
I'm going to do that on way third.
Okay.
I'm going to do something else before.
So Stacy and Eric had asked us when we came up here to maybe talk a little more about the songs we've written and maybe what inspired them. And I'm glad you mentioned family, Mike, because this next song has to do with my daughter, who I'm very fond of. She's a nurse up at Spectrum in Grand Rapids, and her and her wife just had their first daughter about a year ago, and she's beautiful, and I'm just really proud of my daughter. And a few years ago, I wrote her this lovely little lullaby that I think you'll enjoy. Are we on with this one? Some they like it dirty, some they keep it clean. My daughter's car is nothing like you have ever seen. Bottles on the floorboards, dishes on the seats. Old McDonald's french fries poking in between. Bubblegum wrappers, leathered orange peels. Something like chocolate on the steering wheel. Honey, I can't fathom what's growing in the back of your pink Cadillac, pink Cadillac, yeah. Dirty socks and undies, that's just what's on top. Dig a little deeper, you don't know what you got. Could that be a meatloaf in mommy's Tupperware? Growing like a chia pet with green slimy hair. Can't see through the windows, boxes piled high. At least the cops can't see her texting when she drives. Honey, I can't fathom what's growing in the back of your pink Cadillac, pink Cadillac, yeah. Think she kinda likes it, feels just like her room. Comfy like a woolly bear wrapped in her cocoon. Try to get her clean it, but she's not down with that. She rolls her eyes and gives me her little girly dad. Well, one day got the gumption, said I'll do this job. Grabbed myself some trash bags, Windex and a mop. Started on the backside, tried to pop the trunk, but something started scratching and I began to run. Now I keep my distance, I don't even try. At least in this condition, she can't give girls a ride. Honey, I can't fathom what's growing in the back of your pink Cadillac, pink Cadillac. Maybe it's just better I don't wanna go looking in your pink Cadillac, pink Cadillac, pink Cadillac, oh pink Cadillac, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Oops. I think I might have just pulled this out. I still on? That was cool, Andy. I like the way you play that with just the bass.
Yeah.
Man. So one of the other aspects of having a really big family is that my mom said when we were little, when we all wanted dogs or cats, she said, no, I got 8 kids, no pets. But just like Andy, I'm part of also an online songwriting group that we get a prompt every month, and we have to write a song by the end of the month. And this month was the month for this song was pet. But since I never had pets, I took it in another direction. The song is called Pet Peeves, and you can see if any of yours are in here. What bugs me, kinda irks me, gets under my skin, irritates me to know it rubs me the wrong way, annoys me every single day, got a gripe or two, got a bone to pick, got a side of the group texter, negativity projector, the gas passers, bullies and harassers, the story repeater, grocery line cheater, the food spitter, bar tab splitter, express lane slow driver, the always late arriver, movie talkers, pokey walkers, those generic pants called doctors. What bugs me, kinda irks me, gets under my skin, irritates me to know and rubs me the wrong way, annoys me every single day, got a gripe or two, got a bone to pick, got a side of beef with you. Now here's a few more. The oversharer, that toupee wearer, e-smokers, newly legal tokers, the I told you soer, the what's up there broer, well dear chick bites, July Christmas lights, unpicked up dog dumps, oversized speed bumps, reply all senders. How do they make those chicken tenders? Getting up in my face with really bad breath. Drug ads that disclaim it may cause death. Clear-cut miles of forest and call it the preserve. If only insurrectionists would get what they deserve. Ticketmaster fees, empty rolls of TP, chip dip double dippers, stuff pants zippers, speaker phones in public spaces, overfunded political races, daylight saving time on prosecuted white collar crime, conspiracy nuts, cigarette butts, those nasty little paper cuts. What bugs me, kinda irks me, gets under my skin, irritates me to know and rubs me the wrong way, annoys me every single day, got a gripe or two, got a bone to pick, got a side of beef with you. We all got a few pet peeves, including some we may misperceive. Think it's time we all should just get up and leave with all of our pet peeves. If you'd like to add to the list, I do have a sign up over here. You can leave a 2 or 3 word pet peeve, and who knows, it might make it into the song at some point.
That is quite a list. I really enjoyed that. Well, speaking of pets, that works well into my next song. Any dog lovers out there? Yep. There we go. Me too. And but I have this situation where I am also a cyclist and a runner, and as I'm riding my bike down the road, sometimes dogs look at me as if I'm some kind of fast food suddenly, and it can become a truly terrifying situation. I mean, the Chihuahuas are kind of fun, but the Pit Bulls are a completely different nature, and I love kitties, by the way, the big marshmallows, till they're chasing me in my spandex. And the most terrifying beast of all was actually our neighbor's dog, who lived across the street, who we had to pass by every day as we went on our cycling routes or running or whatever. And this is a song about my neighbor's dog. My neighbor's dog was big and mean. lived his life under an old apple tree, tied up to an 8-foot chain, old doghouse in a bucket of rain. His matted hair was long and brown, must have weighed about 200 pounds. And every night when I would take a stroll, he'd jump and bark and lunge and pull. Had to say with some regret, I wish that he was dead. Never dared to pet his head, never used kind words to try and be his friend. I just walked on by with my head on down as he dragged that chain around and round. My neighbors laughed when I complained, said that's just the way he likes to play. But I feared for what he'd do to me if he ever got loose from that apple tree. And then one day, to my surprise, their daughter's on his back, going for a ride. And she is 8 years old in a flowered skirt, laughing out loud as he kicked up dirt. So shocked I could barely speak as he licked her on the cheek. Never dared to pet his head, never used kind words to try and be his friend. I just walked on by with my head on down as he dragged that chain around and round. And then one day he was gone, just a patch of dirt in the corner of their lawn. And I asked the girl with the teary eye, she said that he just upped and died. Now there's just an empty chain, old doghouse in a bucket of rain. So now I think with some regret how I lost my chance, try and be his friend. I just judged him for his size and bark, wrote him off as mean and dark, never did throw a ball or bone, and now I'll never know. Never dared to pet his head, never used kind words to try and be his friend. I just walked on by with my head on down as he dragged that chain around and round 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 and round. Woo! Thank you. It's a true story.
Cool. So this is the one. So Andy and I are going to try something on this song. This is a new song. And give us a second.
Just turn the monitors down.